little babies.
It's very calming music. I like that.
Thank you.
Really put a lot of work into that headlines today, huh?
There's nothing. There's fucking nothing. We want to talk about spring training baseball.
Yeah, there's interesting storylines in spring training baseball.
What?
I would have went there if I had a little more time today. We could have been talking some baseball.
Noted. Here we go. First question. Should the Pats make Ronnie Stanley the highest paid tackle in the NFL? Because it's probably what it would take to get him there.
Yep. You
Yeah.
spent $190 million. Yep. Do it. Do it in a heartbeat.
I kind of feel like if Stanley was going to go back to the Ravens, he would have done it by now. I think he wants that offer. I think he's just waiting for it.
Very rarely do I agree with either of you. Very rarely do I agree with either of you at the same time. But your opening take that you stole from each other of they need to sign as many people at as much positions as possible, so the draft is basically just an add-on. I agree with wholly, and you got more money than God to spend, and left tackle is the most important position. So yeah, just like dump a bag of cash in his ass and bring him over here.
Do you know what Bobby and I also do all the time?
Nope, I actually don't.
Missing on your mother's chest.
Nope. Damn it, too slow for that.
I was wondering where he was going to. I knew it was a mother joke. I was just curious where he was going to land. And
I mean, that's
on her chest, of course.
I didn't think that he was going to talk about that, but I enjoyed it. It was very good. Will they cut Davon Godchaux if they don't get a trade partner?
Yeah,
they very well could. Yeah,
they want to get rid of the malcontents, like you guys have been saying. Of course, you got to get rid of them.
I think the best that they could hope for at this point, no one's going to trade for him because of the amount that they're paying him. The best they could hope for is trade for some other guy on another team that's also making too much money, but it's just a player that would be at a position of need that they would want to maybe fill a hole instead of a defensive lineman that doesn't fit their scheme. Maybe they get something that they could use. That's probably the best they could hope for. Otherwise, he's getting cut.
Yeah, cutting Godchaux with the salary he has is a Belichickian type of move. I would not put it past Vrabel at all. And he's been the most outspoken about the dysfunction that's been going on. You know, whether rightfully or wrongfully, he's got a sour taste in his mouth for sure. So yeah, move on. Bye-bye. And he's sucked. So.
Yeah. And all he does is complain. What is it?
Hey, dickhead.
What? Why'd you do that?
I didn't do that.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Right. There we go.
You're both idiots. Very good. Should the Pats kick the tires on Davante Adams?
Yes. You gotta do it. You gotta kick tires on everyone. You need to get superstars in here, and the only way to do it is to kick tires on everybody.
I don't think Davante Adams is a superstar anymore, but I mean, if he'll come here, yeah, they just need to get a guy in here for like 2 years. They can hold it down until they get some better young talent, but I don't know how good he is anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ray, your mother's crying. Yeah, I agree on Davante Adams. Whatever you're gonna
do. Who's the most underrated player the Pats should make a run at?
I said Josh Palmer from San Diego or LA Chargers. Not a flashy guy, but dependable. I believe he averages 15 yards per reception for the past 2 seasons. So yeah, Josh Palmer.
I've already used a Ray's mother joke in the segment, so I can't do that. Go ahead, Bobby.
I'll give you a guy, Nick Bolton. From the Chiefs, linebacker. I didn't even know this guy was a free agent. They should immediately sign him. He's Michigan? A playmaking linebacker that the Patriots haven't had since the last time they won a Super Bowl. They need linebackers bad. They should make him a massive offer.
Outside, I like that move. Outside of the kid from Miami at safety, any other safety available? I've been screaming for a free safety since McCourty left. There's no big names outside of I forget the guy from Miami.
Come on, Holland.
Thank you. So any other name at that position? How's that?
Does the increased cap space help league-wide help the Pats or hurt them?
Doesn't do anything.
Rays gets confused by math.
No, I mean, because there's still people that are in cap jail, like the Chargers, I believe, have to not the Chargers, the Saints have to start cutting people because they are in the negative right now still.
They do that every year. It's how the Saints roll.
Yeah.
It hurts them. It means more money, and it means more real money that the Patriots have to spend and everybody else gets to spend.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Nope.
That means that it's like all these other teams that maybe wouldn't have gotten to get 1 or 2 free agents now get to get that extra free agent that maybe they couldn't have gotten.
Every team is playing on the same level, but every individual player just got bumped up X amount, and now you have to compete with that X amount for every other player. So not good.
Another knock for the Pats. Is it more satisfying to clear your nose with a snot rocket or clear your butt with a poop?
Snot rocket.
No. See, I thought the same thing. Both are magical feelings, but there's nothing picturesque like a nice poop that just clears your whole system.
No, but
you made me
can't
gag with
breathe.
your fucking text this morning, Ray. It
I
was too
almost said that.
descriptive and too gross. And then I had my own case of the hot snakes this afternoon, and a good snot rocket, just a whoop, and it's all out, and it's like because you're dripping, and it's like annoying.
Yeah, and then you can breathe again. It is a more satisfying, immediate feeling.
Look at the size of Bobby's nose. He must put out fucking missiles.
It also really helps smelling your mother's ass.
Goddamn. Ew. Goddamn tomahawks falling out of the Chief's nose. Whoa.
Very good. Are the Eagles already feeling themselves a little too much by giving Saquon more money for no reason?
Take it easy, Vine. The entire internet fucking hates you for your Eagles takes. So,
Yeah.
Fuck the internet. Fuck the Eagles fans. They're assholes. You saw what they did to their own city.
They got fuck you money. They're just giving the guy that rewarding the guy that helped them get a ring. That's all they're doing.
They're doing exactly what I said they were going to do, and they're fucking it up. They think they're so smart. They're like, oh, let's give this running back more fucking money because we're so smart. He's going to blow his knee up. He's literally going to explode on the sideline. It was a dumb move.
Roseman's
there was no need to do it.
Roseman's
He just signed it. He just gave him money.
Potentially the best GM in sports. Give me a look at that contract. I bet you the guaranteed money is this year, maybe half of it next year, and they can be out of the contract in 2 years. Yes, he's the best player on the team. They need him for their quarterback to be as good as he was. Pay that guy for the next year or two, which is all I guarantee all they've paid him. Whatever the years is fake. The money is up front. It's just cash. Laurie, the owner, it's not his money. It's his uncle's or like his stepfather's or something. There's some billionaire that's like adjacent.
It's another Grossbeck.
It's a Wick Grossbeck situation. He's not spending his own money. That's why they continue to be good, or at least competitive, and spending as more money than any other team in the NFL because it's not the owner's actual money. It's somebody else's. So they just keep.
That's an ideal setup. Why can't I do that?
I'm telling you. Good deal. Good job, Saquon. Best. I mean, should have been the MVP of the league. Should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl. Maybe not Super Bowl.
No. Defensive line should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Thank you. That's what I meant to say.
Yep.
Reports are circulating about New England's archaic way of operating. Is it a real factor in bringing in free agents or just nonsense?
Yeah, because they spend their own money and they're cheap as fucking hell. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are.
And the front office is stunned that no one wants to come here. I mean, that's hilarious. Like, why would anyone want to come here?
And then plus they just lost new agey Gerard Mayo, who was talking about feelings and shit. So now they don't have that going for him either.
Yep.
I will just say none of that actually matters if you start winning, because the Chiefs also rank at the bottom of that, and you don't hear anything from them. So it was all, nothing has changed. It's been the same organization, the same ownership when they were winning Super Bowls. So
we have a top 5 quarterback coming up.
I put a, you put a little bias on all of that stuff. Look at the bottom of the teams outside the Chiefs. Like, if you suck, you're going to think things suck a little bit worse than they actually do. And they suck. So they should spend more money. They don't. I get that, but it's not the end of the world. Win, it won't matter.
Should they prioritize offense or defense in free agency?
Defense. Defense wins championships. You got to bolster that line. Make sure you can get to the quarterback. That's the blueprint. That's how they beat the Chiefs. The Eagles did. So yeah, you should try to copy that motto.
I just say defense because there's more. It just seems like there's more better defensive free agents. That's just where the talent is. So they should just get that talent. They just need to get what's available, and there's just better players.
Your biggest needs are on offense. So you need stuff everywhere, but you need
you need it all. But yeah,
you need a left tackle, and you need a wide receiver, which are 2 of the top 3 positions in football. So you're just like, you're going to default to the answer being offense. You're going to have to focus your energy on left tackle and wide receiver. But again, you need a lot of help elsewhere. Who's a better? Let me follow up on this. Who's a better coach, Josh McDaniels or Mike Vrabel? Offense, defense.
I mean, who's a better defensive coach or who's a better offensive coach?
Yeah, is Mike Vrabel better at coaching the defense, or is McDaniels better at coaching the offense? Who needs more help?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say that Vrabel would need more help in doing that, honestly.
Agreed.
I think as a bad team, and currently constituted, Josh McDaniels needs help on the offensive line and at least one reliable guy for Drake May to throw the ball to stay competitive. If they can be in ball games 24-27, I trust Josh McDaniels to do that, and I trust Mike Vrabel as a defensive coach to get some guys together to hold the team to 24 points. So again, I fall offense there.
How many players do the Pats need to hit on in free agency to make a real difference in the field?
Ray can't count that high.
20.
Yeah.
Pretty much Drake May and Christian Gonzalez are the only two that are like home runs right now. Everyone else, they can be fucking see you later. You need to fucking hit on 20.
They need like 12 to 15 guys that are going to play real roles for the team.
Yep.
9, 10, 11. Yeah. I mean, I just went 11 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Free safety, second cornerback, all your linebackers, at least one defensive lineman, two offensive tackles, probably an offensive guard, 2 wide receivers. Yep, that's 11 or 12.
Yeah, no. They need minimum those people to make impact, so they need an ass load.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
No, we're not going to do it. We already did a lot of other jokes.
All right.
Got it. Okay. Quick break. We'll talk a little Bruins when we get back. Trent Frederic and Mac Jones were traded to the Oilers for a second-round pick and a fourth-rounder in return, and a defensive prospect named Max Warner. I've been following him. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at what he
just don't know his name. Yeah.
Yep. Trent Frederic, a former first-round pick for the Boston Bruins, was about to walk in free agency. Here's what this tells me. Outside of what it means for the Bruins, it tells me it's a seller's market. And if you're the Bruins who need to sell, good, because you've got some guys that you can dish off, and they should start doing it basically immediately. You've got when is the deadline? Friday,
the 7th. Yep.
This comes out Friday, so the deadline's today, and they may have already made some moves at this point. I put some names in the email here, but our text chain gives you some more.
No, we stopped looking at the text exchange.
Oh, okay. I can bring it up for you. So just do me a favor and rank these guys.
Oh, we got someone other than Patrick.
It's
Aladdin.
Bruins. Sell more than must sell. Yes, you must sell. All right, let's rank these guys. Do it in the text chain, everybody listening. Rank these trade candidates based on what wanting to get rid of them. Bob, you don't have to play this game. You can take it.
Thank God. Oh, good.
You wanting to get rid of them, and then also what you could get in return. Okay, Raymond?
Mm-hmm.
Try and pay attention. I know you're a visual learner, but try and keep these. If you want to put them in the ledger, write them down. Marchand, Pasternak, Swayman, McAvoy, Brandon Carlo, Coyle, Geeky, Hampus Lindholm. Throw however much you want in there if you want.
You can probably get first round talent for most of those guys. When you get to Coyle, Geeky, even Hampus, I don't think you're going to get a first round talent grade for him because he's sucked since he's been here, since coming over from Anaheim. But
he's hurt. And when you say most, like the definition of most for you is one.
No, most of those guys. Like Marchand, you're going to get a first.
I see.
Pasternak, you're going to get a first. Swayman, you're going to get a first. All those guys, if you're going to go for a complete rebuild, you're going to try to get first round talent for all those guys.
I see. Okay. Let me take this back. Clearly, you weren't paying attention. Jeremy Swayman can't be traded. He's the worst goalie, statistically the worst goalie in the NHL. He just signed an 8-year deal worth $8 million. He's a top 5 paid goalie in the NHL, and he's the worst fucking goalie in the NHL. You couldn't trade that guy if you put a ball sack full of gold in his fucking mask. No one's taking that bag of dog shit that went to you're muted, idiot.
How much is a ball sack worth of gold?
Depends on how big your ball sack is.
That's why I'm asking. I'm very interested in this. I could be making a lot
Here's
of money.
how you want to do this. And I agreed with, I'm going off the text chain, and I agreed with our good friend, the Queen, Bill. Number one guy they should look to move, which they probably won't, although there are rumors out there that the Colorado Avalanche would like to trade for this man and Sidney Crosby to go team up with them and go for a cup. Brad Marchand, captain, been here for 20 whatever years. He's the perfect rental for any championship aspiring team. He can go in there, make a difference, championship pedigree, blah, blah, blah. You should be able to get a first-round pick, probably a mid-level prospect for him. That might be stretching it because of his age, and he's currently injured. But that guy should be on the move. He's got a full no-trade clause, and he doesn't want to leave, so it probably won't happen. And the Bruins have never traded a guy of his ilk. But that's where I'd start with.
You got to start with the Belichick. That's a Belichick. Sorry, I don't want you to move any further. That's a Belichick move. You got to sell a guy a year early. Yeah, he's not, he hasn't digressed that bad yet in his career. But if you sell him now, you get top dollar for him. And I think he has like 2 years left and he's done.
I love you for trying, Ray. His top was about 4 years ago, but
no. He's still there. He still can make a difference on any.
Who's that? He had 2 fucking hip surgeries like a year and a half ago. He's never been the same. He fucking flamed out in the playoffs last year. It's okay, man. You still be able to get a first for him just because that's what the going rate is.
I said that too, right?
Top 6 forwards at the trade deadline at the NHL. Keep trying though. Here's the guy that really should move. That you high second pick. Dare I say a first if they get the right guy? Brandon Carlo. Brendan Carlo should not be a Boston Bruin by the time this releases. That guy's got to go, okay? He's got to go. You can't move Hampus Lindholm. He's hurt. Charlie McAvoy, we can talk to big names. We can go McAvoy. We can go Pasternak. Bruins aren't going to move on from those guys, and they don't want to go anywhere. It's too big of a deal. McAvoy's hurt, so they can't really talk about it. Hampus Lindholm, he should go too, but he's hurt for the rest of the season, so they can't move him. No one's going to take that on at the rental. The other guy, that should go for whatever you want. Charlie Coyle, time to move on from him. Nice little run here. Whatever you can get back for him, let's clear that salary. The interesting guy on this list is Geeky, who's having a career year, just potted his 20th goal. You've got upside and a team looking to make a difference going into the playoffs. Might look at him as a spark. I think he's got term. I think he's a restricted guy next year. So, you're borderline first or second pick right there. So you're kind of on the nose, Ray. You may be looking at high end 3 first-round picks if you can move Marchand, Carlo, and Geeky, plus whatever fodder for Coyle. And I think that's the minimum that you should look to do. It's a lot. It's a lot to do at one trade deadline. I don't think they get it all done, especially Marchand. But
no, because you have to bring up guys from Providence and shit. Yeah,
Carlo, Coyle, and Geeky, like. That's a decent start to a retool or a rebuild that they should be looking to do. And
is there anyone that they think the front office is saying is untouchable right now?
Pasternak and probably McAvoy because
that's what I thought so too. I thought those were the 2 only untouchable guys.
Yeah, McAvoy is probably your next captain. You guys hear that? Yeah,
what was that?
You got a big old thunderstorm coming through.
I thought that was your mother's ass clapping.
Frightened me a little bit. You would. So there you go. There's your Boston Bruins trade deadline. When this releases, I guess we'll see who's right, who's wrong. I would fully expect them probably to do
nothing.
Not
absolutely
after that, but we'll see. Bobby, final thoughts on the Bruins?
Hope everything's okay with the big thunderstorm over there.